yourself as a leader? That's a question in so many people's mind, because most of the people come to me, they are technology professionals, individual contributor, are doing amazing work, giving creating value, completing projects, working hard. And of course, and naturally they want to aspire into leadership role. And also there are lots of managers, senior managers, they come to me and they say, Ravi, I've been managing this team of 10, 15 people, but I want to go to the next level, director, VP, and do amazing work. I have all this potential. I want to do that. But what stops them? What stops their career growth? In most of the time, showcasing themselves as a leader. What happens is like that we tend to talk about the easy thing, right? I completed this project, I did this thing, I have these technical skills, I have this skill, I have this thing, and those are all tangible things, and those are easy to talk. And of course people see it also, and that's how people have been getting promotions so far. I know the people come very this ambitious professional come to me and then say, Ravi, in the beginning I had all sort of career growth. I was getting promotion every couple of years, and I reached to this senior manager position, or top level of this technology, as a principal architect and all sort of cool stuff. But from last several years, everything seems to be stagnated. Everything is slowed down. Why is it happening? I talk about all the work that I do. People see me, they admire, they give me bonus, they give the kudos. That is all great. But why I'm not getting this upper management leadership role? The problem that I found that happens over and over is not showcasing you as a leader. Talking about what you did is one thing, but more important than that, what you are as a leader, that is required for going to the next level, because that's what people are looking for, right? So if you are looking for a leadership position, you have to showcase your leadership. You have to showcase how great leader you are, and in right setting like the meetings or one-on-one conversation with upper management, that has to happen. But what stops? What's the biggest hurdle in this thing? And this is the biggest hurdle I see. It's not the lack of knowledge. Many people have done, when they come to me, they have done these leadership courses, executive courses, even executive MBAs, and they know what this leadership means and all sort of stuff. But why they are not able to translate into showcasing themselves as a leader is because not having that clear cut understanding about themselves. Yes, that is the thing that stops. They don't have clear understanding of what are their leadership strengths are. And even if they don't know, it's hard to for them to articulate it in a very eloquent words and language and sentences. And when I ask them question, what are your leadership qualities, and then they, oh, this, that, like flump, kind of a vague and very not a clear answer. And that shows that this person doesn't know so much about himself. It's not about, and that is natural, because we study all sort of things. We study technology, we study math, linear algebra in colleges, and all. You also study calculus, and then quantum mechanics, and all sort of amazing thing. And now this artificial intelligence and machine learning and all the cool stuff that you're learning, right? We take a lot of time to learn all these things, and in midst of it, we forget the most important things that we need to learn is ourselves. Just imagine, when was the last time you took effort to learn about yourself? When was the time when you really did introspections about what are my leadership qualities are, and what are my strengths are, what are weaknesses are? Now, you might have done it, but the problem with that is that you are looking at yourself like, oh, what am I? It's hard to see. Just imagine, if you don't have mirror in your home, how would you prepare? And if you're a woman, or whoever like you likes to do makeup, how would you do makeup without mirror, right? So how can you see yourself? You won't be able to see yourself, and that is the another challenge. Now that's what happens. In many people come to me, they say, oh, Ravi, I did this personality test, a strength finder, and all sort of stuff, and then I get the report and everything. But then I asked them question, what did you do with the report? And they said, I just read it and it was good, and that's pretty much. So that is another problem, right? So, and how we solve this problem then? The first step is to make our clients realize that you need to understand yourself. Self awareness is this is super skill. And for that, we do a simple test. It's a 15 minutes test, but the result that they get is so profound. One of my clients, and I love this client, he's like so energetic and enthusiastic. He said, like, Ravi, I got this report and I woke up in the morning and I just glanced at it like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't stop working on or reading that report and understanding what it says until like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So it was so mesmerized, and it happens with so many people. That's a wonderful report that you get, and that gives that crystal clear clarity about what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and how do you amplify those strengths, and how do you manage those weaknesses? What do you do? What is the impact of those weaknesses on your life? And when you do that, you start realizing, and that's not enough. As I said, you need to have a mirror, and that's where we come in picture. Me, Alison, Lisa, and Michelle, we are expert coaches too. We put a mirror in front of our clients. Hey, this is what you are, this is what I see in you. And we are expert in it, like seeing that strengths and weaknesses in human beings, and then we reflect back on what they are saying, and a lot of aha moments comes up. Oh, I didn't think about it. Oh, I was missing that point. I didn't know I have these qualities. I had a vague notion that I possess this quality or this strength, but I never knew. So that thought process and that aha moments opens up when people have this one-on-one coaching with me, or one of our coaches, or in a group coaching setting. So many aha moments. People get in mesmerized by their awesomeness, mesmerized by their strengths and the beauty that inside they have. And the flip side is also right. It's interesting, many times what happens is, like, many of our strengths are the one that are costing us. So overuse of strengths is costing us. For example, for in my case, right, I'm very systematic, and I'm very certainty driven. I had to know beforehand. Even if we go to any vacation, I need to know where we're going to stay, and then which hotel we're going to stay, and how their reviews are. I even go to the level that I go to Google Map and see the street view and everything. I need to know in detail. So that I need that certainty, and it's many people need it, right? So it's a different level of certainty we need, and that typically comes from our programming or computer background. So we have to be certain that program should work, right? It shouldn't fail. But that overuse of that has costed me many things. I could have started what I'm doing from last 5 6 years, maybe 10 years ago, but that uncertainty that stopped me. It has to be perfect, and it has to be thought through, and all sort of stuff. So the overuse of it, that cost us. And I was thinking, like, by being perfectionist, or by being certain and be cautious all the time, is my strength. Yeah, of course it is a strength, and it has given that stability and prosperity for me and my family, of course. But overuse of it has costed me maybe millions of dollars. Right? So that's what happens, and those aha moments starts coming to our clients. It's not just about the strength, but it about how these strengths are costing you. And the flip side is weaknesses. And it's hard to accept that those weaknesses, they are there, when in fact, in and this is what I say. There are no weaknesses. There are no weaknesses. We help the clients to accept those weaknesses by saying this sentence: there are no weaknesses. You are perfect the way you are. What are the weaknesses? Weaknesses are simply overuse of your strengths. And once our clients start seeing all this thing, and this happens only during this one-on-one conversation or group conversation. If you just read the report or watch this video, it's not going to work. You have to talk with us, because that's where the transformation happens. Otherwise, it's just information. I'm trying my best to give all the information so you can create a transformation, in our program when you join us. And so, going back to this, having that crystal clear clarity. So our clients get that crystal clear clarity about themselves, and what to do about it. And then second step of it is to implement it. Okay, I got this strength. I can lift this 50 pounds, but unless you use that muscle to do something with it, what's the point? Okay, you can do this in the gym, but mm, anything else? how are you how are you using it in your daily day-to-day life? how are you utilizing it for getting the career next level of your promotion or next level of this. So that's something we brainstorm again in our coaching sessions, group coaching sessions, and people literally get immediate result. They say, oh my god, I have this strength, I never used it. And they go in an office and use it. And they also tone down some of their strengths so that they become softer. Softer, I will say in my case, softer, certainty driven. And then magic happens. All those roadblocks go away, and people start doing amazing things. They start going to reaching out to their bosses, reaching out to the skip level, leading with yes, and take on bigger responsibility. And this all while creating kind of a work-like harmony in their life, because they have those strengths, some of those strengths of that they've been using in office, they don't use it at home. So once they realize they have this skill of organization, they have the skill of getting things done, they have the skill of motivation and inspiring people. They say like, I can inspire people in my office. I had that's my strength. I can use the same thing for my kids. So they start realizing it, and then capacity increases and amazing things happen. So the step to showcasing yourself is to showcase that leadership to yourself first. Understanding yourself first, you have to showcase yourself, right? If you don't know how amazing leader you are, how can you sell it to other people? As simple as that. So that is the one thing. And second is getting this professional help to act as a mirror, to see what you are exactly and what you are not, and then how to work on it and get an expert help and mentorship, so that you can do something over that information. Otherwise, that report that you'll get is just a report, right? So you have to do some. And third thing is taking action based on it. What are you going to use those things? Because the because leader is upper management is going to see you as a leader in action. You can say that I have this leadership strength of being decisive. Yeah, I can decide. But if you are afraid of taking decisions, if you are afraid of taking bold steps and courageous, how people will believe you. You can say to you can keep shouting, I'm a decisive person, but in life, if you're not taking decision, how would you people know? How people will believe on it? So not only you need to know, you need to tell people that you got it, but you have to demonstrate it by taking action, by implementing. And that courage comes from by discussing about it and showcasing it in a safe environment. That's what we do in our group call. It's a safe environment to open up the talk and inspire in front of inspiring leader who are supporting to you and seeing other people's strengths. And then that's what happens. Like in our group call, people say, "Oh, the Pradeep, he has this strength. I got it too. And Neha, she has this strength. I got it too." So people start seeing those strengths, and then a lot of amazing things happen. You must would have seen the success stories of our clients, and many more are coming. And see their strengths and get inspired. You got a lot of things to do. So that's how you can start showcasing yourself as a leader. And if you want to start that journey of leadership, as usual, watch my webinar, 5 steps to high position. It is listed here, bottom, http, theleaderinsideyou.com/free training. Watch the webinar. At the end, you will get an opportunity to book a call with me or one of our coaches. We will go through deep analysis of where your career is, or what is stopping, and what are the careers growth skills are missing. And then based on that, we'll give you a personalized strategy. And you can take that strategy and do what you want to do with it. But if you really want to implement in the fastest way possible, then I will tell you about the program, logistics, and timeline and everything. And you can start your transformation right away. That's what happens. Like so many people are choosing to say yes to their big dreams that they have been looking for. You can do that same thing to yourself. I hope you will do it. And until then, this is Ravi wishing you happiness and success.